Hello. It's been quite a while since I've talked to you in this space of YouTube. I miss connecting with all of you that I've been connecting with over the past several years while Tim was sick, and the time beyond. So I just wanted to reach out and connect and say hello. Just fill you in a little bit on like what's going on in my world, in case you're wondering. So if you are kind of new here, Tim passed from cancer in March this past year, 2024, and my daughters and I have been piecemealing our way back together and kind of figuring out what do we let go of and what do we carry forth into the new life that we're creating together. So toward that end, we've been seeing lots of different practitioners of different kinds to help us kind of reset our nervous systems, get ourselves like in line and check internally and with each other. Yeah, and it's been really a time of letting go of a lot and kind of being with grief, getting to know the ways that grief shows up in our outer worlds, getting to know how grief can it can be a soothing balm at times and a reminder of the love that was there and is still there. It can also be a painful thorn and what feels like a barrier to forward movement, but it's usually not. It's usually just something that we perceive it to be that way, but once we actually get present to it and be with those feelings and let them move through as they need to, then we can move forward. Kind of bringing a fuller experience of that love that we shared that was really real with us. So, yeah, I would say, March through, first we were in shock. Then we took off and went to Italy because we just needed to change the scenery so that we had so that the outer world kind of, the change that we were feeling inside, somehow being in a space that looked a whole lot different. Just, I don't know, that made sense to us. And it was super healing. The summer felt like a whirlwind of just figuring out how to start moving some energy forward. But it met with a lot of resistance because there's still a lot that we needed to let go of. So kind of end of August through kind of leading up to the Christmas or the winter holidays, it was just a lot of purging and letting go and kind of harvesting that stuff that still felt alive in us. I don't know if my girls would say all this, but this has been my experience. Yeah, lots of harvesting. And at the end of that time, I felt like, these are the seeds that I want to plant in our new life. And we did decide on those things together. Some of those things are more personal to me. So I think the place that I feel like I've been in since the end of 2024 and leading into this new year, I'm like super aware of hibernation and like this period of going inward, being still and quiet, kind of allowing the seeds to kind of germinate way deep under the soil. I don't know if germination's happening quite yet. It feels like just there's a whole lot moving beneath the surface. So I'm personally in the process of building a business around my heart work, which is personal and planetary thriving. It's work that I was actively creating and giving a whole lot of energy to before Tim got sick, and I've picked that back up, and but a lot of deep inner work is happening around this. A lot of deep inner exploration of like, what does it mean to thrive? And the realization that that's really a personal thing for each of us. I know what I bring to this work is like my own experience of exploring that and really coming up with some things that are very personal and relevant to me and how I want to live my life. I feel like my own process is one that I can, use and share to help other people kind of move through their own process of figuring out what it means to thrive. I do feel extremely passionate about that because I feel like, I don't know if you can see this chair. I think when we invest in sorting out what it means for us to thrive, like we show up, like life feels better for us no matter what's going on around us. Like when we're fully alive and fully present to the way life is calling us and wants to move through us, like we do better. There's a lot of deer. I don't know if you can see them. We show up better for the people around us, for the communities within which we live. We show up better for all beings on this planet. I also feel like it's harder to contribute to this bigger picture and work of thriving on our planet if we ourselves are not thriving, and if we don't even have a sense of what that means for us. So I've really committed a lot of my adult life to helping people thrive amidst hard times, as an occupational therapist, as a minister, as a coach, helping my husband navigate cancer, and I'm quietly elated to be doing this inner work right now, to have a way to kind of help others really show up. Not show up just alive with a beating heart, but thriving. Because I really believe with every fiber of my being that it matters. It matters so much. I think we only commit atrocities and we only cause damage and hardship when we're not present to the way life wants to move through us. When we are present to the way life wants to move through us, then there's a sacred quality to life and to the things that we show up to every single day, and we, like, the sacredness in us meets the sacredness in the world around us, and life begets life. So that's kind of what I've been contemplating, and I just wanted to revisit this space and let you know that I'm alive and well. I've just been doing a lot of deep diving in a very deeply creative process, and yeah, I feel like in time I'll have more to say, and but right now it just feels like this kind of time of hibernation. And all right, it's getting windy, so I'm gonna sign off here, but sending you a whole lot of peace wherever you are and whatever's going on for you, and I hope that life is alive and well in you, and that anything that I said might be helpful in some way to you on your own journey.